If you are unfortunately involved in a car wreck, you certainly can't control who it is that hit you, and you certainly can't control whether that person has proper insurance or assets to cover any injuries that he or she caused you. What you can control, though, is purchasing the proper amount of insurance coverage to protect you. You have heard me talk about this before. coverage is a must. Stands for uninsured motorist coverage or underinsured motorist coverage, and it applies when the person that hit you does not have ample insurance to cover your injuries. There's two types. First is add-on, which is what everybody should be purchasing. It is just what it sounds like. coverage adds on to whatever coverage is held by the at-fault driver. Second one is what's called reduced by, and it's what it sounds like too. Whatever coverage you have is reduced by the amount of coverage the other driver has, so we want add-on. It travels around you like a force field of protection. It applies if you're in your car, it applies if you're in someone else's car, it applies if you're a pedestrian struck by a motor vehicle. Basically any manner in which you can get injured by a motor vehicle, this coverage will apply. It's also something that can be available if your family member has it. It's called resident relatives. So if you live with a family member, if they have coverage, you could be insured under that policy too. So one of the first things that we do is make sure we have exhausted all places where insurance coverage could be available, because you're not excluded to using just one policy. These policies can stack. And so the idea is if we can get multiple policies, that's more places for you to recover from. The only requirement from your part is to put the insurance company on notice that the wreck was involved, that you're involved in a wreck, and that you will give them a record statement if they ask. And there's really no downside either in terms of premium increase. We get that question a lot. If I use this coverage, is my premium going to increase? And the answer is no. The insurance commissioner has put out statutes that prevent your insurance company from punishing you for using insurance that you purchased. So bottom line is, you get sick of me saying it, go check your policy, make sure you've got ample coverage. Hope you never need it, but if you do, it can be a saver if you've got bad injuries and the person that hits you does not have good insurance.